Hi everyone, my name's Helen, I'm the MD for Redberry Recruitment, and for those of you that are tuning in that don't know of Redberry, we have 3 offices in Somerset and 1 in Cardiff, and we supply temporary and permanent staff to many different sectors. So if you're a business out there, if you're an employer looking to recruit staff, then please do go to our website, contact one of your local offices and see how we can help. Every month we aim to do an informative video. It can be on pretty much any topic. Sometimes we get asked to do a specific topic. We have loads in the bank of what we like to talk about. They're always live, so if I go off pat, which can happen, I do apologise. And we will aim to answer any questions. I've got Sam, who's our social media exec, behind the camera. So if there are any questions, then he will sort of, ask me to answer them. So please do ask questions. So today we're talking about advancing your career. Now this can be actually at any age, because life is about learning. You never stop learning, and certainly with the known what's the word, when you retire, there's no obviously retirement age anymore, so you might want to change career at 70, who knows. So advancing your career, so we're looking at it predominantly for the younger generation in this particular case, but as I said, it can be looked at any point, and sort of how you can sort of get a next step up on that ladder. So the first thing is basically promotion. It's like how would you go about requesting a promotion? So as an employer, if somebody came to me requesting a promotion, first of all, I personally would think as an employer, you haven't done a very good job as recognising the talent that you have. There are times though as an employee you might not always be able to see and hear what's going on, so fair enough, I understand that. But certainly for a small business, as a good employer, and certainly my last Periscope Live, which one I did earlier, was all about nurturing staff. If you understand what your team is about, then actually you should be, if they are the right person, promoting them without them having to ask. However, from an individual's perspective, if you feel that you want to, get that next rung up, that there's particular role that you feel that you'd be better at, or there's a particular job title that would encompass some other duties, then things that I as an employer would be asking you first of all is, why do you think that you should get that promotion? So you need to be able to come armed with evidence, really good reasons as to why you should be promoted. Is it going to have an extra salary associated with it? Have you thought about the hours? Why is nobody doing it at the moment? Is there someone doing it and actually you want their job? So you need to think really hard about all of the questions that the employee is going to come back to you. It's not just a case of, I think I need a promotion, I think I should be paid this much. You're going to need to give really good evidence and really good reasoning and justification. The next thing obviously is the pay rise situation. So again, as an employer, I personally believe that no employee should actually have to ask for a pay rise. It should again be given based on merit, the tasks that they've been doing, their longevity, whatever it is that you as an employer like to promote, like to sort of reward and award pay rises for. We tend to do an annual one over the years, but that's actually changed now, because I think that actually if after 6 months somebody's done a really good job, and that could be brought on new business, they've shown dedication to the team, they've gone above and beyond that extra mile, then again, that a small pay rise just shows that obviously you're investing and you're committed to them. So really asking for a pay rise from an employer's perspective is something that will go twofold. A, they'll feel guilty that they haven't offered you one, or B, they'll start thinking as to why they should give you one. So if you're an employee and you're looking to ask for a pay rise, then you need to again come armed with ammunition. What are the other jobs say on job site? Look on Indeed, look at all of the different websites to get ammunition as to what that salary is at the moment for the job that you're doing. But do remember though, some titles are very misleading. So you could be a marketing manager, but actually you're only managing yourself, you're not managing a team. Some roles might require you to have a qualification, which is why they might have a higher salary, when others it's just by experience. So there's also a lot of factors that need to be taken into consideration. As I said, what's the benefit to the company? By giving you a pay rise, maybe not a promotion, but just a pay rise, how does that benefit the business? So again, you need to have justification as to why you think that you should be obviously given extra money. I wouldn't say don't go ask for it if you think you're worth it, but you do have to remember that if that employer potentially hasn't offered you a pay rise or a promotion, there might be reasons. There might not be, but there actually might be reasons. So be prepared to have a very, hopefully honest and frank conversation as to why they will or why they won't. But advancing your career isn't just about you know, getting that next sort of title on your business card. It's not just about asking for more money. It's about other things, and a lot of this will encompass is actually how do you get there. So how do you get a promotion? You get more skills, you get more qualification, you get more experience. How do you do that? I would say if you're proactive, if you actually want to be promoted and you actually want to, you know, do well in your career, then you will actively being looking at what courses you can attend, putting yourself on seminars, watching the webinars maybe that are associated with your industry, reading the trade magazines or whatever articles are out there, because gaining a qualification is good, but sometimes you need the practical, sometimes with the practical you need the qualifications, but actually there's so much information out there. It could be an app for a podcast, it could be, as I said, reading a magazine on you know, if you're on holiday, take some articles with you to read, but it's showing that willing, because the knowledge that you will be gaining will be obviously invaluable for you in order to sort of have that backing, you know, that you've got that knowledge there, and that would help you theoretically with a promotion. I would say the building of relationships is absolutely key. So not just internally with your own colleagues and obviously being able to work well with them, but with external people. So you know, if you're an electrician on site, how well do you work with the site manager, the site foreman? If you're an account manager, how well do you work with the sales team or the marketing team? So whatever industry you're in, you know, how do you form relationships? Are you the individual that people don't want to come to if they've got a problem? Are you the individual that they do want to come to if they've got a problem? Are you a natural leader, or are you somebody that basically just sits in the background? How well do you build relationships? And also, are they genuine relationships? And a lot of these skills can be learned by networking. So if you are in an industry that you need to sort of help and promote your business, networking is one of those. Again, we've got various articles, blogs, videos, YouTube on Redberry Television that we've done about this very topic. But networking is absolutely paramount for you to build these skills. Not only does it help build relationships, but it helps build your confidence, your communication skills, your presentation skills. But you know, but who you meet, who can you connect? Because it's not just about you. Remember, it's about, you know, how you can help other people. Because if you help somebody, they theoretically will help you. Your next promotion might not be even internally. It might be with somebody that you've met. It might be with another business because they can recommend you, because they've seen you, network, and maybe connect people. I would say going the extra mile, we've touched upon that sort of very, very briefly, but if you're working 8:30 to 5:30, I'd say every employer I know, that doesn't mean you come in at 8:30, it doesn't mean you're out the door at 5:30, that means you're probably in around about 20 past 8, if not earlier, if you want to, and you're probably not putting your coat on at 5:30, you know, you are literally, you know, probably walking out the door about 25 to maybe 20 to 6, if those are the hours that you work, because ultimately, you know, the time that you're there shows the commitment. So if you come in earlier, maybe you work a little bit through your lunch break, maybe you stay a little bit later, again, that will be picked up on. So again, one way of going that extra mile is you're showing that commitment to the employer and to your team. So if you're working in a team environment where there's, in our industry, recruitment, some people might want a lot of staff. If that temp consultant, it gets to 5 o'clock and they're panicking that, you know, they want to leave for the weekend, and everyone else is, you know, buggering off outside at 5:30, how's that temp consultant, you know, is going to feel? So you, as somebody maybe that's not in the recruitment field, you know, if you are, you potentially might ask anyway, but you might say, is there anything I can do? Can I help? So going that extra mile for your team colleague and for your teammates will hopefully put you in a good light and help them to also to back your corner if they feel that a promotion is due. So I think you need to work out, you know, what you want to achieve, you know, within your career history. I know it's not black and white as it used to be. Many people have been in jobs for 30 years. Years ago, that doesn't tend to be the case now. It tends to be sort of a 3 or 4 year, maybe even less than that people then go to their next job. But I would be careful, A, of job hopping. Make sure there's genuine reasons. Make sure that the job that you're applying for, actually you actually have the skill set, mentality, attitude, behaviour to apply for it. I see so many people. I've had 2 apprentices over the years, and unfortunately they've then gone off, flown the nest, they've been headhunted by other agencies and they haven't lasted. The reason why is because an agency has offered quite a large salary compared to the apprentice salary, but they've wanted blood, and it's basically put them off and scared them off. So again, just be very aware of when you are looking for the promotion, and also the business, that if you are moving externally out of somewhere, that it's actually for the right reasons. It's not always about money. Think about your work-life balance, think about how happy you're going to be working for somebody as well. And then finally, just staying clued up. So this again links with sort of going that extra mile. If you're knowledgeable, so if you are reading news articles, if there's certain things that you can, take away from a seminar and then implement. Because at the end of the day, if you show willing, employers will pick up on that. If you show willing and they haven't really been quite sort of savvy about it, but you come armed with, I went on this seminar, I put myself in this course, or do you remember when, Mr. Client, you put me on that course and I gained that qualification, then coming armed with all of that gives you a better sort of justification and reasoning for a promotion and pay rise than would be just, I think I deserve one. So again, that's hopefully in a nutshell. Believe me, I have had people come with me saying they want one just because they feel they should, but I've also had people come to me with justification as to why. 9 times out of 10, they've already had the promotion or the pay rise before they've even had to ask. And I think that is what a lot of employers should be aiming to achieve. So any questions, you can contact us. We're on Instagram, so Facebook, we're on Twitter, and we are on our website. Anything else I've missed out? LinkedIn, thank you very much. YouTube, there we go. That's why Sam's here. So multiple ways of getting in contact with us. There's so much information out there. And any of the consultants obviously would be happy to help, as would I. So thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, much appreciated.